Let's get back to your time in terrestrial radio. Was there a point that you became disenchanted or burnt out, or like the monopolization of smaller stations by the behemoths? Like, did that take its toll on you? And did you decide to leave radio altogether?
Well, I did because I wanted to do more, but wasn't really able to do more. And for me, it felt like I wasn't having fun anymore. I felt unhappy. I found myself one morning in the studio just crying because, I just didn't feel happy, with what I was doing, thinking like, man, is my purpose just to be doing this? Because I know I'm capable more and wanting to do more, but I also felt burnt out with radio in general, because by this time I had been doing radio for, I want to say, by the time I moved from North Carolina to New Mexico, it was 10 years at that point, from 2004, and I moved out here in 2014. And, I was like, man, let me just have a breath of fresh air. So, I was in a long distance relationship with my girlfriend at the time, now wife. So we were trying to figure out where we were going to relocate to, try to find somewhere in the middle to move to. But I ended up moving out to New Mexico because with her position, she was more solid, more secure. And I was like, hey, I got nothing to lose. So let me just pack up where I could fit in my car. And me, my mom, and her friend, we made a 2-day journey from North Carolina to New Mexico. Drove 2 days straight.
Wow.
Nonstop. I wouldn't recommend it to nobody. Take your time. But we drove 2 days straight, nonstop, all the way from North Carolina to New Mexico. And that this December coming up, it will be 7 years since I've been out here.
So how has it been so far?
So far, so good. It was a little bit of culture shock the first year, coming from area of the country where it's predominantly African-American, and then coming into a state where you only make up about 3% of the population, and that there's not a lot of you here. So you really tend to latch on to Black people here, especially if you see them, because it's not so many of you out here. But for my wife, she grew up all her life being only one or maybe a small handful. But for me, it was almost like akin to being in an art exhibit and everybody's looking at you like, wow, where did you come from?